You are now listening to the sounds of Milkcrates Microphones.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight. Obviously, it's Thursday. It's kind of in the evening. Are you on the West Coast still?
Yep, West Coast. So it's early. Normally it would be early. Well, it is early, but I have to wake up at 4 in the morning. So after you guys, I'm gonna. I gotta run one more errand, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Well, we appreciate you taking
I have
time
to
out
wake
of
up
your
at
evening.
3. I have to leave at 4. So wake up at 3. Drive to the airport at 4. But yeah.
A rock star, a man who's on tour right now. How's the tour going so far? Is this called the Never Satisfied Tour? Is that what you're calling it?
Yep. Well, it's just because my new record's called Never Satisfied.
Yeah.
So it's just the tour for the record.
Yes, sir.
And it's like it was really one song on the record's called Never Satisfied, and it's kind of like the opposite of what it kind of sounds. It sounds like when you see it, Mickey Avalon, Never Satisfied. Like, oh, I'm not, but it's really the song is about kind of like it when you hear Mickey Avalon Never Satisfied, it sounds like a good thing. But the song is about two people, and it's kind of never satisfied in like a bad way. Like they're just trying to get fame and stuff, and it just ends up going bad. So, but that's the name of the tour.
Hell yeah.
That's beautiful. I love something that has meaning, something that's just thought through, that's not just thrown together, and it's actually has meaning. And so you put a lot of time and effort and love into it, so you're going to come out and give it all. Give it your all on tour as well.
Yep, and we've only done a few, but it was few shows on the tour so far. But it's the first times I played some of the new songs from the record, and they go over well. I mean, you never know with new shit, but they're fun to play. I know if I'm having fun playing, I'm usually, and then everyone's having they've been going over good. So I'm stoked on
I
that.
think as a fan, that's when you know that. That when you see an artist enjoying themselves and having fun, it makes that experience for a fan that much more enjoyable. I definitely agree with that. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
What are we
For sure.
over 2 decades into your music career here?
How long have you been making music now, Mickey Avalon?
I've probably been making music about roughly 2 decades.
Jesus.
But a little less than 2 decades. I think my first record came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So that was so about 2 decades, or maybe a little more, just messing around. But almost 2 decades as far as, I guess, professionally.
Yeah.
When you were first coming up, how did you know that fucking just don't give a fuck, bad fucking motherfucker, dirty kind of pervert rap style was gonna make it? Like, did you perfect that, or you're like, this is what's working?
Well, we never thought that was anything that could work.
It was so wicked. It's wicked.
But now
It's dark colorful.
I mean, I guess once it kind of started working, maybe you start subconsciously trying to perfect. I mean, once if you do something, you're gonna want to perfect your craft. So I think some things are easier when you first start because you're not thinking about it so much. But then sometimes, you could then, like now I'm not trying to I just try to write the best songs. You know what I mean? Like I think the whole attitude, the vibe, whatever is already there, and I don't need to think about it too much. I think we've inspired some good stuff and a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, even the bad stuff has been inspirational because it opens doors for people that are like, hey, I love music, but I don't want to take it. Not that you're not taking it serious, but still, I want to have more of a comedic, and I want to have more fun with myself with it. It opens those doors for people like that, which is good for everybody because when all the doors are open to music, then we're going to get more music as listeners, and that's what we all want. I think that's the goal at the end of the day.
Well said.
It's definitely good to inspire people to go for it, and even if what they do isn't good, it's still good. It's still good to be creative and stuff. It just sometimes, and I'm not gonna like compare myself to Picasso or like Basquiat or somebody. But sometimes when somebody does something and it looks really easy, and then you get a lot of bad stuff after that because they think like you can just do it like it's you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's just
of course.
easy to do and you can just do it like that. But there's a lot more to it. Like sometimes the more simple something looks, the more there is to it. But I think that I think there's been like a lot of bad music that has come, you know, because of like not just me, you know, me, Dirt Nasty, Andre Legacy, but then there's like now there's also like real big rappers that make good stuff that I don't know that would have been around if it wasn't for us. And I say that humbly. I'm just mean like
I think that's a lot of rappers are guilty of that as well. I mean, because when you get people that are trying to recycle or redo or trying to replicate what they hear or see on TV, you're obviously going to get kind of a watered down version of that original product. So it's kind of going to recycle and get worse and worse as it goes. But that's not on you. Your job is to make music and inspire and do what you do creatively. So at the end of the day, that's what you came to do, and that's what you've done.
You
2010 Boardwalk, Orangevale. That show was insane.
where
that's Sacramento area.
Sacramento area.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, that's been a minute because I think I'm in my third round of venues in Sacramento. Because
Yeah, for sure.
normally it's been Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
That was before
And
Ace
I
of
don't think
Spades,
that-
right before Ace.
So I don't even remember that far back.
It was
But
fucking.
Awesome
no,
show.
then I think then the Ace of Spades is that still there? I think that's gone,
Yeah,
right?
No, it's there.
Ace of Spades
It's
is still
there.
there.
Okay, so the Ace of Spades is still there. The next place I went to, which was like owned by the Ace of Spades, smaller place, that's not there anymore. And then this time
Holy
I'm going to
Diver.
a-
Holy Diver.
Holy Diver, I don't think that's there anymore, right?
No. It's Goldfields now.
Oh, so it's the same place but different name.
No, different location. Same piece.
Okay, so different. So yeah, so now it's at Goldfields. It sounds like a Jewish lawyer.
Goldfields in law.
Hey, that 2010 show though was insane. It was you and Dirt Nasty, and yeah, amazing.
Awesome.
Bro, on that note, when did you first meet Dirt Nasty, a.k.a. Simon Rex,
Simon
and
Rex.
how did that relationship form to where you guys started making music together?
So, a long time ago, probably I'm not good with time, but since my first record was in 2006, we probably met maybe 5 years before that, maybe something like. Let me think how old I was.
2001.
Maybe even more, like maybe closer to 10 years before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wasn't really had any plan to make music or anything. Not when I met Simon, I was kind of messing around. But before that, some of my friends kind of were in the underground hip hop thing, and they were more into it than I. For me, it was fun, but it wasn't something that I planned on. Like I wanted to be a painter, so and I was like and I wasn't the best at making plans, and so I wasn't really planning on anything. I was just planning to get to the next day. So Andre Legacy was pretty serious about it. And then we kind of I got married, moved away to Oregon. I would come in town sometimes, and then we kind of started messing around, and it finally clicked. Like, we gotta just, like, we have to be true. I mean, not that we were ever not true to ourselves, but we're not so, like, we gotta talk about buying, we gotta talk about the stuff we're into, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still be like we gotta be braggadocious about stuff that you shouldn't be braggadocious about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have to be like, we gotta like brag about like shit that's not cool or like that will kill you. So we're kind of messing around. My friend Ben, he's all three of our friends. He's spent most of his life in prison. He's probably there right now, but he was like,
Shout out Ben.
Big Ben. So yeah, shout out to Ben. So he's like told Simon. Basically, Simon made beats, and he would kind of mess around. And he had like before Dirt Nasty, he was Champagne Fady.
Okay.
And so he's like, "Yo, you guys should go." He told Andre Legacy, "Oh, you should go get beats from this dude Simon." So we went over, and we're like, "We don't need any beats, but we'll go over there." He had a cool house, and then his beats were cool, and he ended up doing the beat on My Dick, which is kind of my biggest song.
Yeah.
But more impressive than his beats were his freestyles, and we just all kind of became best friends, and then just messed around. There was never really any plan for anything to happen with the stuff, but then Simon kind of was like a well-connected dude, so he would pass the CDs around without us even knowing about it. Like me and Andre Legacy didn't even know he was passing the CDs out. And then that's kind of how it all started.
We come from a time where a lot of people didn't have social media or some type of internet access where you could all kind of share stories. But later in time, I'd heard that you and Simon Rex ended on a bad note. Is that correct, or is that all just hearsay rumors that would just pass around because internet didn't really have a way of saying that?
We had no internet at the beginning. When we started, there was no internet. And then he did MTV Cribs, and then I was on the MTV Cribs. And he did it more like Redman style, same thing. He was
grimy.
He wasn't like, he had a cool house, but he wasn't. He was showing like all the uncool shit about it.
Yeah.
But we had a very short time of not being friends.
Yeah, that's what I had heard.
And it was a long time ago. And there's the main reason, but then there's probably like a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah,
Drugs,
shit happens, man.
Definitely.
That's part of growing up, especially with people that you're close to. I grew up with brothers, and we weren't always on the same
just
page.
like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's just like with brothers, nobody did anything unforgivable, and it was really just misunderstandings and stuff. But
That's good to hear.
We're great friends now, and he's killing it right now. He's like he was in 5 movies last year.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
He's doing great. Shout out to
Red
to
Rock.
Dirt Nasty and all the success to him. You talked a little bit about one of your most successful projects was the My Dick song.
Yeah.
Which
huge.
we've heard in movies.
A million times.
Harold and
Everywhere.
Kumar
It's
played
everywhere.
it.
Of a track.
How was that? Was that life changing for you? That song in general, or did you already kind of know you guys were on a rocket ship before that?
it wasn't really life changing as far as like basically me and Simon. Okay, so we just messed around and made songs. Andre Legacy wanted to make. He goes, "Let's do a song called My." And then Simon goes, "Let me guess, it's about our big dick side." And then me and Simon are like, "That's the corniest." Like, no, we don't want to do that. Yeah. Super fucking corny. And then he's like, "No, trust me, you'll be like." And then just to shut him up, Simon made the beat in like probably 2 minutes. Like he did, and then we made it. And then we could kind of, okay, there's something here, like, because he's like, no, just do it. Trust me. If it's whack, we'll throw it away. So basically, it didn't really change my life or anything, but it's ironic because now that's out of all my songs, that's like been like I have a platinum record, and it's from that.
That's hard.
And I'm sure I made a little bit of money, like. It's been in some movies and stuff, so I must have
Harold and Kumar.
And I think people that aren't like big music fans, or they're not like big, like someone who likes music, likes I don't know, like shit. They're gonna like oh, that I like this, I like that. But then other people, they're gonna think, oh, that must be good because it was in 5 movies or something, So I think you could get like people. There's probably people that have come to my shows. Maybe just because they heard that, but then maybe they can hear other shit. Like I don't think it's my best song, but I don't think it's my worst song.
Do you have to play it every time you do a show? Is that something you have to do your verse off of?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind playing. I didn't play it for a minute, not because we had beef for a minute, because I didn't know. I didn't know how. Well, even when we didn't have beef, we didn't always tour together. So I didn't know how one person could play a song with 3 people on it. And it's not the kind of, like, we have other songs where we each have one verse. So that's very easy to play without them. You play the hook, and then you play your verse, and then the hook, and then that's the song. But with that song, it's the all or nothing thing. So for a minute I didn't play it, and now I do play it, and it's super easy to play all their parts because I just go over the, like, instead of just instrumental, I go over the actual song
Vocal, yeah.
And then I do their parts too, and I kind of, like, just for fun, I kind of change my voice because it's not for Simon so much, but more for Andre Legacy because he's got
That's cool.
I'm more like laughing. I'm not like trying to like match his voice. And then I also, that's always the last song in the set, so I bring all the chicks on stage, and then that's kind of like the the finale, you know.
Yeah, you got some wild shows.
So it always goes good.
You got some wild shows. I've seen a couple clips lately, and you had the stripper on stage, fucking pure thonging, pure fucking out there. Your shows are badass, man. I have to give it to you. That's pretty entertaining.
Thank you.
A wild party
that was
every
another
time.
part was because there's no band with, you know, like with rap music for the most part, there's no band.
Yeah.
And so usually people will solve that problem by like having all their boys on stage like waving towels, and like nothing against dudes on stage waving towels, but we're like, I think we will accomplish more if we have like scantily clad ladies on stage just doing something more. Yeah, strippers basically.
I mean, we're you know, kids that grew up in the 90s and sex sells, and that's something we'll fucking live by
every
until
time.
the day we die. Can't take
time.
that away. Sex will sell.
For sure.
Yep. And there wasn't that many, like, there wasn't too much like sex raps before. Like, we really wanted to do that, you know, like you had Too Short, 2 Live Crew, from Black Sheep, Sugar Dick,
Naughty by Nature too.
Daddy Mr. Long. Yeah, Naughty. I never really thought, but yes, but mainly I would say
Too Short. Yeah,
for sure.
Too Short. You know, and then that's kind of the stuff we grew up on. Simon's I'm from Southern California, but I still remember racking those tapes from the Sam Goodies, and then he's from Alameda, which is near Oakland. So we just knew like we could do good in that lane.
Yeah, it's an open market. Especially when you guys started it was a very open market. There wasn't a lot of people doing it, and especially to that level, because you guys saw that line and you're like, well, let's not just go to that line, let's cross it and go a little bit further. Which was smart. Yeah. It's smart. Let's make our own lane right here.
Like, we definitely made probably lots of people uncomfortable, but I think a lot of those same people, because I think we did a good job. I think people, like, most rappers liked us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because you guys, it wasn't just all comedy. You guys actually were good musicians as well. Like, the music was well produced, the bars were well written. You could tell there's time put into the song. It wasn't like you were just throwing together junk. So it was a great. You guys found a great medium, a great happy balance between it all.
Like, the only people that really, really hated would be like super, super like conscience, like, I don't know, like a stern, and again, nothing against any of that stuff, but it'd be like more like bitter people. You know what I mean? Like,
I could see
like people be mad, like, these guys don't deserve any of this. Like, they're they're just talking about their dicks.
I think you're referring to the underground backpack hip hop community, which I totally agree. I mean, I was a part of it where I thought every other music that wasn't Sage Francis was not hip hop music, and you leave yourself in a position like that, you're gonna miss out on a lot of great music, which I think a lot of people open up.
Everyone goes through with something that, whatever it is, where they think it has to be like this, like it could be the kind of books you like, the movies you like, where you think, no, it's gotta be, and it's like, even the people that you're probably trying to protect, they probably don't even think, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
at some point you got to break free of that, because it's too easy to get stuck in like a rigid, you know, there's tons of shit that I probably thought I had to do a certain way. And now it's like, as long as it's dope, I don't really care how it kind of comes about, or, you know, I'm doing shit now that's the same me, same, like, I'm not trying to sing or nothing like that. Same everything, but probably something maybe I wanted to done 5 or 10 years ago, you know?
Yeah, I was listening to this album by Luckyiam from the Living Legends years ago, man, and then I came across the track "Never Mind Just for Fun," and it was like featuring you guys, you and the dyslexic speed readers, you know, and. Yeah. I was just wondering how did that go about? How did that track go about? Because I was like, man, this is kind of like a crazy cross between underground hip hop and then Mickey Avalon and Simon Rex and Legacy and those guys. You know,
Simon's friends with all those guys, like a lot of like Luckyiam, Sunspot John, Living Legends, all those guys. Yeah. So those are like a lot of those dudes didn't like us at first, and then liked us, and definitely Simon. You know, them being homies and stuff, but Simon's friends with everyone also. Like, he's a good dude, and but yeah, he wanted to do it. Now I mean, I would have never said no to do that. I was stoked to do that, but normally, like, when people used to hit me up, I just do it no matter what. And now I'll be more picky, but that one I would have done for sure. I'm like, I did. I don't know. I've got some random ones out there.
You have a track with Madchild from Soul Numbers as well. And I was like, damn, that's that's tight too.
I would have done that one too, because he's cool. But there is other. So I was managed by Kevin Zinger. He's from like Suburban Noise.
Yeah, same label.
So that one I would have done I mean, look, I would have done it. I'm not taking nothing back. I'm just saying, because I always do I always make sure my verse is good, but there would be weird, you know, like, oh, some hardcore band or something, like, okay, like, what's something I wouldn't normally listen to, but I'll still make sure I'll do a good job, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, when you're putting yourself out there, you want to make sure that it is the best that you're putting out every time. I mean, you don't...
Yeah, and then it was just like, I never even hit people up for money for any of that stuff. I don't know. We were just having fun. But now, like, everyone and their mom. And also, if somebody got to you back then, they had to know, like, they had to know one of your friends or something. Now I'll just, you know, you get shit on, you know, DMs or whatever. And it's like, I'll just throw some crazy price out because I know, like, that will just get them to shut up. You know what I mean?
Smart, yeah. Smart.
Or if they have it, then maybe one, you know, I don't know.
And then you better come up with 32 bars.
Yeah, you know. So
as we kind of wind down here, I want to talk a little bit more about the Never Satisfied tour, because you are coming to Sacramento next month, May 4th, at the Goldfield Trading Post once again. So it should be dope. We're looking forward to that. It looks like tomorrow you're gonna be in Illinois, going over to the Midwest area.
Right now.
Yeah, we're live right now.
We're live.
Amazing. So. Yes, most importantly, since you guys are in the Sacramento area, right?
Yes.
So yeah, May 4th in Sacramento. The following day,
Mickey, you need an opener for that?
Walnut Creek, place called Retro Junkies, super fun. But then, yeah, starting now.
Mickey, you need an opener for that show?
What?
You need any an opener for that show?
I'm sorry. Need a what?
He's asking if you need an opening act for that show. I think he's got a band lined up ready for you.
For either one of those or for both of those?
Sacramento or Walnut?
Sacramento for sure.
When we're done, if you send me a DM, and I can talk to my girl does all my tour managing and stuff. She can hit up the venues.
Yeah, we'll let this man talk to you. This is one of our guests, Tim Warner. He's got a band, Your Own Destroyer, which is a local band, and they do a little bit of
very popular
hardcore rap kind of mixed together. So
they put a good show together.
We'll let him talk to you after that.
Definitely a good show for you together.
Appreciate
I
you.
would definitely prefer, like, it's always best to have local bands. It's like half of these promoters, it's not just, I don't think promoting is simple. That's why I'm not a promoter.
Of course.
But you play a show that people come to see you, and then there's 20, 30, 40, 50 more people that came to see the opening act, and it's like it all goes perfect. It's not rocket science. And then you go to another one, and then the promoter doesn't bring that up, that local aspect, and it's like they just assume that I'm gonna go on, that me on social media is gonna promote the show. But if you think about it, all the people that are following me, maybe only 1% of that is from that city that I'm going to play in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, they don't put the posters on the fucking walls. Like, some of them do, but there's it's almost like since social media came out, a lot of the promoters got lazy.
Goldfield still puts it down. Goldfield still puts it down up there in Sac. So I think a word from you to the promoter, if you could drop that would.
I 100% would do that for both. I personally know the owner of the place in Walnut Creek. That's my homie Enrique. The place before, I don't like. I probably see him there, but either way, she'll put the word into both. No promises, but if I could do that, I definitely would.
Much appreciated.
That's all love. That's all love. You also are going. You're going on the East Coast tomorrow. You're flying out early this morning.
Midwest.
I think it's for me. Yeah. So I'll go through all of them to the best of my ability.
Yeah,
off
let's
the
hear
top
it.
of my head. So tomorrow, April 21st, Joliet, Illinois.
I got a buddy in Joliet.
Oh,
that's tight.
That's where the Blues Brothers are. That's where the Blues Brothers are from.
Nice.
So it's kind of like we normally play Chicago. My booking agent probably got a better offer there. Hopefully, the show's as good as it would be in Chicago. But then the following day is Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's 21st and 22nd. Then next week, 28th, April 28th, Oahu. April 29th, Maui. Then you guys, Sac the 4th, Walnut Creek the 5th. Then May 11th, 12th, 13th is Brooklyn, Jersey, Philly. May 26th, Tempe, Arizona. And then June 15th, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. You're on
He's
spot.
on
We're
point.
looking
doing
at
it.
we're
We're doing
verifying
it.
everyone.
Then
Keep
we
it
go
going.
Texas, June 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. That's Austin, Dallas,
Is he hitting it?
Houston,
Yes.
What
San
a thug.
Antonio.
Yep.
And then...
Two more.
Let's see what you got.
And then, did I say Tempe, Arizona? I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You hit it.
That. Then, then August. So then August. We were supposed to go to
June.
Australia
June.
in July. That's why there's nothing there right now. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but not sure yet. So I think there'll be more shows coming up anyhow. September, October, but there'll probably be July shows coming out because I don't think that's gonna happen.
Hell yeah.
Then August 10th, Nashville. August 11th, Ferndale, which is basically Detroit.
Did you get it?
And then August 12th, Cleveland. And we just announced August 18th, Ashland, Oregon. And, I skipped some in June. June 23rd.
Yep.
Ocean Beach.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
What are tour
And
dates
June
for 1,000,
24th,
Alex?
Hermosa Beach. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, Hermosa Beach.
Ocean Beach, Hermosa Beach.
My
yes,
man,
sir.
if you ever wonder how Mickey Avalon remembers all those verses and all those words, we know right now he has
stellar,
a picture perfect.
stellar.
right
What do you
here.
take? What do you take for your memory? Do you take Alpha Brain or anything like
takes
that, or what do you
Alpha
do?
Alpha
Lion's
Smoke?
Mane?
Alpha Smoke.
None of that stuff. I black out a lot, so the times that I'm aware, I'm like, really? No. I've gone over it. I never, read it, but I had to keep, I've had to say them enough times. I think my brain makes patterns without even, I don't memorize my songs. I'm the one who wrote them, and I know when if you said Once Upon a, you would know the next words at a time. You know what I mean? No, I already got them. I already said them. They said I got every single one.
Every
You
single
nailed
one.
it.
You
You
nailed
nailed
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
perfectly.
I felt like we asked you a serious fucking Jeopardy question.
like a
and
quiz.
You fucking killed it every fucking month, every
Nailed
day.
it.
I'm like, this man's a
No.
fucking. My tour dates for 1,000, please, Alex. You killed it, man. I give it to you.
Thank you.
No.
I mean, with new songs or a song I haven't played for a while, like I'll have to go through it a few times. Like I won't jump on stage and do a song I haven't done for a while or a new song if I haven't done it a few times. But
Yeah.
usually, like I was the kid who like made all these cheat sheets for school, and then I put in my sock.
Yeah.
But then I put so much time, or in my hat. But then I put so much time making them all.
You could have
I already
studied.
learned the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
To break them out because
Yeah.
like I basically was studying without knowing I was studying. I just needed to think I was trying to get one over, you know?
For sure. You're more of a visual type of person. Once you see it, while you're writing it, you're creating it, so it's easy to remember because you remember while you were writing it. You remember that moment, that
Exactly.
experience you were having.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. Well,
So-
Before we go here, who's this
Yeah.
good-looking woman that's on the album cover? And I've seen her, I think, dancing on stage at maybe some of your shows. I'm just curious, who is she? And
Her name's Izzy. I think on Instagram it's the real Izzy Pop. She's a girl who's been dancing for me since before she was even 21. I guess she used to have a fake ID. Not that I ever checked her ID. I just when she was like
Allegedly.
"Today's my 21st
Allegedly.
birthday."
Gotta say those.
Well, no, she's like, today's my 21st birthday. I was like, oh, you've been dancing for us for a few years, but I don't care. Like, you know, maybe she wasn't allowed to be in some of the venues, but so her name's Izzy, and she comes whenever I could afford to bring her on tour. She comes.
yeah, nice. I like
shout
it.
out Izzy.
She
Yeah.
dances on stage.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Super dope.
Keep doing your thing. Well, Mickey, we really want to thank you once again for not just joining us tonight, but everything you've done. Like we said, opening doors in the music industry, and we didn't even really get deep dive into a lot of things. Really wanted to talk about that Boost Mobile commercial because that was fucking out of control. Seeing Mickey Avalon on TV on a Boost Mobile
Let's get a quick
commercial.
couple words about that. If we
Yeah,
can.
how was that experience? Real quick before on our way out here.
No, the experience is fine. I didn't meet Jermaine Dupri or Lil Jeezy. Everyone was in there.
It made it seem like you did.
I was very excited to do it. I think the makeup lady or my girlfriend at the time or someone like put like a bunch of makeup on me, so they thought I was a drag queen. But again, as long as you're nice on the mic, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
No,
And
that-
what you
And
always
when I would
were.
travel then, a lot of people see me in the commercial, but they didn't know my name was Mickey Avalon, and I think I said like I'm that dude. It's something, so everyone's like, that's that dude.
Yeah.
It's that dude.
Like TSA would be like, so it was fun. It was funny. I had a Boost mobile phone that would have lasted forever, and like a dumbass, I gave it to my friend, and then he lost it. So it would have still worked right now, like a plan
Crazy.
forever.
You had like the black card, the one that goes
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
unlimited,
Forever,
the
yeah.
unlimited.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unlimited, and my dumbass gave it to my dumbass friend. So
Wow, great story. Well, thank you very much for that story. Thank you for your time and everything you've done for us tonight and what you've continued to done for the music industry. We look forward to hearing new music and seeing you out on the road, coming to Sacramento.
I'll see you guys in Stack. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yes, sir.
would love you to.
Send the message with the band and everything, so I could talk to the promoters.
We definitely will. We definitely will. Everybody, give it up for the one, the only Mickey Avalon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mickey. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right,
All
bro.
right,
Peace,
brother.
peace.
Peace.